Week 10 of the National Football League. And we'll...
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
There he goes left side. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Isaiah Likely.
His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Pickett.
To the catch made by Johnson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Pickett now from the gun here.
And that will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fielded just inside the 30. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr., and the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins. And they're open to do it consistently here. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Hey, look at this Baltimore defense.
They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And the Steelers set to take the field.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be home in by the tight end, Andrews. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. In motion left goes a tight end. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my, you know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Right side, there's Likely with it. Touchdown! Isaiah Likely. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there. 3rd down here. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, they gave us
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. David Ojabo. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. He'll take it at the 42.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
2nd and 10.
They go play action with Jackson.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year.
As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight.
He's still on his feet. Dalvin Cook.
And into the end zone. Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook.
75 yards.
And the Steelers get a bit closer.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Ravens offense back out there. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing is Jackson.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Jackson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
And Jackson going to run again. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Second down and 3.
Now it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
To the air on first down with Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll...
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
To throw is Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Play action. Now Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
It's a big play there for Baltimore.
45 yards.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Right back to him on first down. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. He will push his way down to about the 14. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Make a play, boys! Let's do this! Come on! It's gonna be a good game, boys! Teamwork, baby, that's right! Teamwork!
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Complete to Likely on the out route. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Hill. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Trenton Simpson, he just flew in there to drop him. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Hill. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Now 2nd and 9. Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd have the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for him because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. He'll dump this off to Cook. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Pressure comes and down he goes. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, They've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
Here's Presley Harvin now. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. They'll dump this down to Dillon. That's complete.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the gun, it's Jackson. In trouble, and he's taken down.
So we have reached halftime, past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Jackson now. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. A nice little juke. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Pickett. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
To about the 35, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. This is Dillon on the counter. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Only able to gain a couple there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Go ahead.
On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's brought down. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Dillon will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And now out come the Steelers.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Pickett. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. The Steelers on 3rd down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Pickett back to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pickett now on 1st down. He's going to get this one down to Cook.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Back to throw, Pickett. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Dillon.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down.
A give up the gut to Hill. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now, 4th and short, had your offense out there. That one stings.
And you know something? Your options change dramatically. Not only is it tougher to go for it, but what if you decided just to line up and try and draw them off sides? If you did it on 4th and short, you could pick up the cheap first down. Now, you still won't get a first down even if you do exactly the same thing.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Pickett now from the gun here. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. So a mistake there, Charles, from the rookie pass rusher.
And oftentimes when you make the jump from college to the NFL, you have to adjust to the rules. But in this case, the rule's no different than in college. Once the ball's gone, you can't continue on and get your shot in. That's one where you have to have some discipline. And even though he's a rookie, he really should know better.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Odafe Oweh. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They begin the drive with Hill. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Going again on the ground here with Hill. Dancing away at the 35. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol. Here's Hill. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. They'll run straight ahead with Hill. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll lead the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Pickett.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Looking to throw, Pickett. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And they will take a knee here. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. And they take a knee. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an